Well, breaking news about broken trust as this Farmington cop goes and has a DUI accident with his kids in the back of the car.
We are now getting a better look at the night a Farmington police officer was arrested for reportedly driving drunk with his 2 kids in the car. He crashed his vehicle after crossing 4 lanes of traffic and nearly hitting the Bloomfield Police Department deputy chief.
Jacqueline Aragon went through hours of video to break down exactly what happened that day back in mid-February.
Come on, Bobby. You got your kids in the back, dude. What's going on, man?
Those are just some of the questions Robert Shuttleworth failed to answer when asked by San Juan County deputies evening of February 15th. A criminal complaint says Bloomfield Police Department Deputy Chief Randon Matthews first called San Juan County Dispatch after a white SUV nearly hit him before going off the road. More than 10 minutes later, San Juan County deputies found the Jeep.
Yeah, just kind of squeeze on it.
When deputies made contact with Shuttleworth, video shows him struggling to get out of the Jeep. According to the criminal complaint, a breathalyzer test put Shuttleworth's blood alcohol content at 0.26, 3 times the legal limit. Video shows deputies having to help Shuttleworth get out of the car.
Let's come over here, buddy.
All while his kids yell and cry for their dad.
Hey, come on, let's walk over here.
It's okay. As one San Juan County deputy tries to calm and comfort the kids, the other tries getting more answers from Shuttleworth.
What's going on today? Nothing? So you know what we got to do, right?
Yep.
Okay. Were you just headed home or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go look for one.
Where are you coming from?
Nope.
No?
No.
You want to do a field sobriety test?
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay.
Soon after, Shuttleworth was put in the back of a deputy's unit. As for the kids,
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Stephanie's coming by to pick up the kiddos, okay? All right?
Farmington police did not comment today when asked for Shuttleworth's status, citing it as a personal matter. He was placed on administrative leave following his arrest. In Farmington, Jacqueline Aragon, KOB4.
Well, it appears all the cops in Margate have come out against the chief, and the mayor's standing strong in support of him. I wonder what that's all about.
New at 6, calls to resign. Margate's police chief in hot water tonight after a female lieutenant accused him of creating a hostile work environment.
The lieutenant says the chief wrote derogatory remarks about her. Good evening, I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Naja Sherman. Lauren Pastrana has the night off. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray joining us live right now from Margate. She has more on how the city's mayor is responding to the backlash. Joan.
Well, Margate is one of those Broward communities largely flying under the radar. There are about 60,000 people who live here, but this controversy has put it in the spotlight. It involves the chief of police, the men and women who work under him, and the union. The biggest surprise is people at the top want to keep him.
Now he's up against the wall.
Margate Police Chief Joseph Galaska's job on the line. His own officers want him out, giving him a no confidence vote. The head of the union, representing over 100 Margate officers, told commissioners in a letter the chief is part of a pervasive culture of sexism and discrimination. Margate's mayor tells me there is another side to this story.
But what I've been hearing lately, the chief can't give the police department what they want. So in terms, there's a no confidence vote because they want somebody there that'll get them what they want.
Look at this meathead. You know what I've been hearing lately? I wonder where this meathead has been hearing that lately. Mayor Meathead. From a bunch of money people. Could it be your bagman, Mayor Meathead?
Galaska, who's been...
Whoa, look at this chief. I mean, I hate to say it, you guys, but... Look at his head looks like a testicle.
been with the department nearly 30 years.
Chief Testicle.
Ran into trouble months ago when the city launched a private investigation into text messages he sent to a ranking officer about another female officer. The verified text from the chief said, "She is not the future, and either you expletive or you did not," implying the female officer had inappropriately advanced her career. The officer said she was humiliated. Investigators said the city could be liable for damages.
So the text messages were from 2 years ago. And what had happened was when certain people didn't get promoted, these
Check if this mayor knows so much. This is really what happened. I've been hearing some things, and this is what happened.
text messages started coming out. He does his job. He loves his community. He loves his people.
Oh, this mayor knows so much, you guys. What a groomer. Check this mayor out, this big fat head.
And he's a great officer.
Most residents do not know the chief, so we asked longtime resident Joan Phillipson how safe she felt.
Very safe. I lived in a group home in Oakland Park Boulevard on 56th Street.
We are glad you're safe, lady. You're a sweet little old lady, but your police chief seems like a real knucklehead.
It was horrible.
Still, a few residents told us Margate has a lot of car break-ins, and the police department isn't open enough.
I see them always working the street, and I guess there's car break-ins everywhere, you know.
The chief's future now in the hands of the commission. They will take a vote Wednesday.
2 have already said that they don't want the chief there. The other 2 were quoted as saying that...
I think it's the mayor is the problem, you guys. He seems like a really shifty dude. Now, old testicle face chief, I don't really know what old testicle face has done. He really does look like a nut. This mayor, he's shifty. Allegedly.
They would like to see him there in the newspaper, so we'll see what happens Wednesday night.
All right. I guess I would say we'll keep you posted, but we don't really care what happens, do we? Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, a bad apple like this appears in our midst.
Well, according to federal prosecutors, Michael Green is accused of forcing a detainee in a holding cell inside the Pearl Police Department of licking his own urine off the floor. Mr. Green, you have anything to say?
No comment, Mr. Guy.
Mr. Green, you have anything to say to the victim? Do you have anything to say, Mr. Green?
No comments at this time.
Former Pearl police officer Michael Green leaving the federal courthouse after he entered a guilty plea on 1 count of deprivation of civil rights under color of law.
Look at this short little jerk of a cop. It's funny. Mr. Tough Guy making somebody do such a thing.
According to prosecutors, Green forced a man being held at the Pearl Police Department to lick his own urine off the floor inside a holding cell.
And they supposed to be here to protect and serve us, like not doing nothing, no foul play, nothing like that. I feel like that's very dirty and wrong.
Authorities say the disturbing incident happened just days before last Christmas after Green arrested the man, identified in court documents only as V.E., on a disorderly conduct charge at Sam's Club. It was all captured on surveillance video. Prosecutors say Green even pulled out his own cell phone and recorded himself cursing at the man and ordering him to put his face to the floor. The victim had tried to get Green's attention earlier to use the restroom.
I don't understand how you treat someone like that.
Mayor Jake Windham, let me explain something to you. Cops think of things like this. It's what they do.
The proper thing to do was to take the gentleman to the restroom.
Thanks for that. Thanks, Mayor Jake Windham. Listen, you guys, Mayor Jake Windham has some breaking news. The proper thing to do with somebody who needs to go to the bathroom is to take them to the restroom rather than let them pee on the floor and then make them subsequently lick up the pee from the floor.
And not do anything of this magnitude.
Speaking at a news conference earlier in the day, Pearl Mayor Jake Windham says as soon as the department became aware of what happened, Green was quickly placed on leave.
And I don't believe that.
And quit 4 days later after the department opened an internal affairs investigation.
And I apologize to the family of this gentleman that was exposed to just the type.
How about apologize to the gentleman, Goofy? This mayor is so disingenuous, he don't even know what he's saying. Oh, I'm going to apologize to the next door neighbor of the family of the cousin of the... Shut up, mayor, you redneck goofball.
Of negligent and horrible type treatment from an officer.
Damn, I thought I pulled it out of my ass. This guy, let me think, I'm just going to say something.
The mayor says Green had been on the police force for just 6 months, and he wasn't a model officer.
Are you kidding me? He was a perfectly model officer. Look at this guy, you guys. He does what his type does. If you notice, they all look like mean thumbs. The angry thumb.
Some personnel issues, but nothing like this. Nothing like this that indicated this type of magnitude or this type of egregious crime.
Oh, he had some personnel issues, but it was nothing like this. I mean, he'd only beaten his wife a few hundred times and, tased a few people that didn't deserve it, held somebody's head in a toilet. I don't know. I'm just alleging all this stuff because that seems like something that turkey would do.
Now, Green is free on a $10,000 bond. As part of his plea agreement with prosecutors, he agrees to give up his Mississippi law enforcement certificate. That means he can never, ever work again as...
Oh, no. I hate to comment on what that Mississippi law enforcement certificate looks like, or if it's a card.
The police officer inside the state of Mississippi. Now, we're told that Green is also a former JPD officer. He also once worked with the Flowood police force. He will be sentenced later this year. For now.
Oh, Lordy, I bet if we looked into it, we'd find out some real interesting stuff about this thumb. This mean thumb. Hey, folks, we had fun today. Thanks for watching the Bad Apple Report this morning. And every morning right here at home on the range. Have a nice day.